There we go.
Shall I start the intro?
You on mute, Stevie.
I know because he muted.
You on mute, Stevie.
It's about time for me to get a new mic at this point because this thing gonna piss me off. Hey, we
The
are
mic.
live. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Heartfelt Conversations, where we have conversations from the heart. I am your host, Stevie Steve, the richest Steve in Atlanta, and we are back at y'all with episode number 63.
Yeah.
So on your way in
Six,
the door, make sure you
three.
like, subscribe, and leave a comment. All three. Because like I said, y'all are in for a great show. Today we will be talking about Diddy's trial. Cassie takes the stand. Halle Bailey gets a restraining order on DDG, and Tory Lanez versus Meg the Stallion. Y'all, there's some new evidence out in the street. So like I said, y'all in
Messy.
for a great show. So make sure y'all like,
Messy.
subscribe, and leave a comment. All three. But first, y'all know we have to introduce our panelists for today. Starting with Miss Renee.
Yo, what's going on? It's Renee. Y'all already know where to follow me. Link in bio.
Next, we got Harmony Sky.
Hey y'all, it's Harmony Sky. Follow me, link in bio.
And we got Jago.
They go to ghost, always somewhere. You never know.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all tap into the description where y'all can see all our IG. Follow our IG and follow some YouTube channels as well. But y'all, we're going to go ahead and get straight into the show today, starting with Diddy trial. Cassie takes the stand. I know y'all been tapped into all this craziness that's been going on with that.
No. I just
No?
heard some real freaky stuff. That's all I've been hearing.
You just heard some real freaky stuff?
Real
Real
freaky.
freaky.
Bro, as people
Yeah.
get richer, bro, they get more and more freaky. You keep seeing it. Shannon Sharp, rich, freaky.
That's what
Yeah. Yeah.
Diddy, super rich, super
Super
freaky.
freaky.
But if y'all don't know, Diddy is on trial for sex trafficking, racketeering, and prostitution. So yeah, that's pretty much what he's on trial for. And we're gonna get into a little bit of what was going on with this case. Let's go ahead and get it.
That's how long the longest freak off that Diddy had with Cassie lasted. Hello, my fam. It is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and your number one source for everything Diddy drama. Cassie took the stand today and shared a lot in what is expected to be her first of many days in front of the jury. Diddy's longtime on-again, off-again ex-girlfriend is the prosecution's star witness in their federal trial against him for trafficking, racketeering, and prostitution. At the beginning of their relationship, he was not just her boyfriend, but also her boss. Though her recording contract with Bad Boy Records called for 10 albums, she released only one. If you're not releasing music, you're not doing your job. So the career was stifled, she said. Why did you not release another album during this time? The prosecutor asked her. You're asking me? Cassie replied. Plainly, the freak-offs became a job where there was no space to do anything else but to recover and just try to feel normal again. She said the sexual encounters with prostitutes typically lasted anywhere from 36 to 48 hours, but the longest one, 4 days. Cassie reveals that the freak-offs began pretty soon into their relationship, just about a year in, and it was also around that time that he started to get violent. The psychological abuse was just every day, she alleged. She noted that they weren't always exclusive in their relationship. When he was with other women, I was insanely jealous. I was definitely young and jealous. At the time, she was naive and a total people pleaser, but over time, she alleged there were blackmail materials, including videos and photos of her with escorts and occasionally him. Cassie said that she was afraid he would release them, put them out on the internet. He had many resources to do that.
All right, y'all. So I just want to take a little quick pause and
Pause.
and have a little discussion on that. I feel like personally in this case right now that the point of this video that we at, this is all kind of voluntary at this point. Like the freak offs, as they just being freak offs, is just their sexual nature at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say like threesomes and stuff like that, like voluntarily. Because I'm a year in, I'm not doing like a year in. I don't see myself allowing somebody to make me do a freak off. Like, so
But she's
you
young.
they probably been doing
She-
threesomes.
Yeah.
Like,
Threesomes and a freak off ain't the same thing. I don't think they will call it a freak off if it's not a freak off. You know what I mean? If she says she's a people pleaser, that's her boss. Like she's probably thinking I'm trying to do whatever it is to please my man and also
Yeah.
keep my career. Because at this point, that's her career, it's her job. Like you're locked into a 10-year deal. It almost sounds like a 360. So
There's definitely a power dynamic in that situation.
big power dynamic in that situation. So. And then her emotions in it. On top of that, like she clearly cared a lot about him. For her to be jealous, you gotta really love that person to be jealous about him.
yeah, I didn't think about that. And she's super young.
And she was a
At
baby.
the time. Yeah, she was.
I think
And
she's
he probably
22.
isolated her too. Not right now.
Well, when they first started, I think they started dating. She was 22. So
I think
she was in her 20s. Which I mean that can be considered young if you say, especially
Regardless, you're a young artist
He's
making
still
music
young.
and you with your boss.
Yeah.
At all times. And he your man. That's a whole nother dynamic.
Yeah,
Right.
it is. And that's why I said up until the point where he started talking about the blackmailing and all that stuff, I feel like it's still, yes, it can be looked at as he was probably trying to manipulate her. Yes, because she is a younger person. Yes, he did have power over her in that situation. But I don't think that him having his freak off with her or asking her to have a freak off is the crime.
I think that's a crime.
What?
Because this is the way I see this going. This my man. He wooing me. He did the most for me to sign a bad boy. I'm thinking I'm good. I'm protecting my man's over bad boy. Nothing can happen to me. Then, okay, we could be a little freaky. It could be an extra girl in there. Like, okay, that sounds like you young. You thinking that's, Then it turns to more. You like, wait, this is getting a little. That was a freak off. This ain't a threesome no more. This is a freak off. But you didn't know he was recording you back when it was just both of y'all, or back when it was just. So now your image is everything, especially back then when she first got signed to Bad Boy. So now she probably was like, oh, I'm gonna leave. Just how Harmony said, like, I can't see nobody forcing me to stay. I only be here a year. Yeah, your career in his hands, and he got visions of you that you know he could distribute anonymously. You gonna stay. What else you gonna do? So,
yeah.
And to piggyback off of Renee, mind you, Diddy been Puff Daddy by that time. Diddy been like
everything.
Diddy has been Diddy. So I can
time.
see what she's like. Okay, like this man got his whole life got my whole life in his hands.
Yeah.
And also, honestly, we never heard nothing bad about Diddy before this. Not really. Not to this degree. Like, before Cassie, what can y'all think of that's like, oh yeah, Diddy got in trouble for that? Like, no. Like, he's very much of a background artist.
With it.
Did Kim Porter disappear by this time? She had already disappeared.
I don't think she was gone
Not yet.
She wasn't gone yet when they started.
Because Kim Porter is in it. But she almost had a book coming out.
And then now she gone.
So. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, yeah, like I was saying, I don't think him having freak offs is the crime. I think that once he started blackmailing her, and also he was manipulating her, that's when it started edging towards, all right, Diddy, now you going too far. And then I could feel like, okay, let's take out the fact that yes, she's a consenting adult. Like she's worried about her life and she's worried about her career at this point.
Steve, I agree with you on all that, but I also think that I have watched a few videos on the TikTok about what has come out in this courtroom over the past 3 days.
Oh yeah. It get crazier.
And just off the amount of freakiness that was going on in them rooms, this may be a jailable offense because it was
Yeah.
too freaky in the
Hey,
living
you
quarters.
can't say that though. It just because you freaky don't mean that it's a jailable offense. Now the things that he doing, other things, yes, the manipulation, all that. But just being freaky, that's not a jailable offense.
I think it
I
became
understand that,
a offense,
but
when
also these 3 days.
He done did some wild things. I will say that.
no.
He dated her. Like, had that girl drugged up. It's so much stuff to it.
Like I said, that's where it go wrong. But just in
No,
general,
but too, we gotta take some accountability. Also, she took the drugs, but also with him,
while being worried, about her career.
She was. Come on, y'all. She was probably taking them drugs beforehand. You can end up lying. Like, you get the good drugs, you get the good coke, all that. Like, she done tried it. Come on now.
But you gotta think who introduced it.
Okay, he introduced it, but she still, just like somebody introduced us to weed. We still
Harmony. We not gonna put weed up.
Wait, but listen. You still gotta take a little. Like, I'm not saying it's her fault.
In the beginning, that's what I'm saying.
But what I'm just saying is, in the beginning, take a little bit of accountability. He might have been warming her up, like, "Hey, baby, try this."
That's what he was doing.
I like that. Try. So now it made her more comfortable to trust him to try the other things. And with him, it became like criminal when she trying to run away and you kicking her ass and pulling her back into that situation.
Yeah.
Like, once you know she don't want to do this no more, and you
that's
literally like doing stuff on purpose, that's when it should have just been like, okay. And like, when he shaved her head, that was crazy. He made her do that.
I bet. But
he made her do that.
Here's the thing. Here's the criminal why it's always criminal. There's a lot of freaky people in this world. We all know one, at least one. They be on
Steve.
Okay.
No.
I didn't even say that. No.
I'm PG compared to this shit.
You could go pick anybody in the world or even pay somebody anywhere in the world. But you specifically forced this girl into doing that. You could go if you really own that, you can go find someone that's also on that. That's not what you did.
Well,
there's something about that dynamic.
Well, let's continue this video, y'all. We're gonna
It's also that between them, but I also want to mention. Actually, you may just get to it. Just play the video, man.
All right, let's keep going because we can talk.
Because the freak offs were inherently
he not gonna get into the freakiness of them, but we can talk about that after the video, so you can give us some. So you can give us some of them.
Adults being nasty.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. But let's continue the video, and then we'll circle back to it.
Okay.
She said that it was her responsibility to plan the freak offs. Quote, "I knew if it was something he wanted me to do, I had the contacts to set it up and get a hotel room and all of that. But in the beginning, Sean set it up. He was in charge." Cassie testified that she kept broken laptops, iPads, and phones because she didn't know what material was on them. She also said Sean is a really polarizing person, also very charming. So it's hard to be able to decide in that moment, like, what you need when he's telling you what he wants. Cassie reveals that Diddy would act like a director, expecting her to perform and giving her instructions on what he wanted her to do in a freak off. Cassie says that Diddy expected her to be monogamous and that at the beginning of their relationship, she naively thought that he was too. "I didn't get that he was him. He was Puff Daddy, and Puff Daddy has many women. He likes the company of women, and I just had to really learn that over time, despite what he would tell me just between us." Cassie said that the more and more Diddy wanted to have freak-offs, the harder it became on her, both during and after. Literally having to deal with the effects of coming off of all of these drugs and dehydration. That's really hard on your body. She says that Diddy also made her really self-conscious. Appearance was very important to him. My appearance. We had tons of conversations about my body at that time. That included discussions about breast implants and keeping my shape a certain way. My self-worth took a hit for the entirety of the relationship, just trying to establish who I was, who I wanted to be, who I was allowed to be. There came a point where she felt like she stopped being his girlfriend and just became this object. Talking about the freak-offs and him insisting, forcing her to do them, and so often she says, I just felt that's all I was good for to him. I was humiliated and didn't have anyone to talk to about it. When asked why she continued to do them, she said, when you really care about somebody and love them, you don't want to disappoint them. When she gently tried to broach the subject of no longer doing freak-offs, she said that Diddy was dismissive and that it made her feel unheard. Doing this made me feel horrible. It made me feel worthless.
All right, y'all. So I think that answered the question that a lot of people will say. Why didn't she just leave?
Because he dragged her ass every time she tried to.
But she also said she actually cared about him.
I mean, of course, the only reason
And
why you would go through any of that shit. But when she did get the courage to leave, he dragged her ass back. Like,
yeah.
the answer.
Yeah. I mean, that is part of it.
That plus what we already said with the 10-year contract being your boss.
Like, what the fuck are you
doing? And then over time that the feelings develop, you know, that dynamic is still there, even though that those feelings do develop.
I think that it was a big thing on, yes, she wanted to leave, but at the same time, I don't think she wanted to leave. Like she was saying,
it's like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
When somebody kidnap you and you
end up like
falling in love with them, it's like almost like Stockholm.
Yeah, and I think that's what happened to her, honestly. Because through all those, even though, like she said, she felt like trash, she felt unwanted sometimes, at the same time, she was like, all right, I'm pleasing him. You know, so I think Stockholm syndrome I think it's a crazy, crazy thing, but at the same time, it does exist. So.
Yeah, no, he was probably like whispering, like when she got fed up, like, oh no, but it's just me, you, us against the world, Bunny Clyde. You know how.
Yeah, she said he was real polarizing. So she
like,
and that's manipulation.
Diddy,
the manipulation part of life. You said what?
Said Diddy. He didn't been a polarizing figure since he was a child, like a teenager.
Yeah.
And then remember how old she is.
Yeah. So now
very
we getting
impressionable.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's definitely at this point. It's all manipulation. So yeah. Y'all, let's just continue with the video there. Let's get it.
Testifying to his violent ways, she recalled an incident where Diddy left her during a freak-off to confront Suge Knight, the music mogul himself, at Mel's Drive-In in Los Angeles. His bodyguards interrupted the freak-off, came in and told Diddy of Suge's whereabouts. They then grabbed some pew-pews from a safe, he did too, and loaded into an SUV. I was crying. I was screaming, like, please don't do anything stupid, Cassie testified. I was really nervous for them. I didn't know what they were going to do. She said, it's like I wasn't even there. At various points, Cassie kept bringing a tissue to her face. This was hard.
He getting pulled out to freak off, to go shoot out the car. He ain't even putting clothes on. He going straight road. Diddy in the road down the street with an AR.
That's to show his violent nature, though. He said it was they specifically told this story so they could just show how violent he was.
Mm-hmm. How hot-headed he was.
Yeah, how he's snapping in a second.
Like the horniness wasn't even enough to keep him there. He had to go out there with it.
Yeah. I mean, y'all know he very much dislikes Suge, so
I mean, understandably so.
yeah, yeah.
But
Hey,
In the robe though, like you just ever seen that video in your panties? In your damn panties.
let's keep this video going.
Hard for her. And not only did Diddy control her appearance, but Cassie says that he and his staff would take her things as punishment. He would take the car away, the house, jewelry. The physical things didn't matter. I just wanted his approval. Staff would take them. If I wasn't there, it would be a staff member or security. Cassie also testified that she saw some other items in Diddy's safes, including cash, jewelry, videotapes, and SD cards. And after her very first freak off, she was asked how she felt. She says, I was high, so there wasn't much feeling. She said she felt a mixture of dirty and confusion, but at the same time, he's really happy with me and I did something right. I didn't know what was going to happen after that.
All right, y'all. This is when the crime start.
it didn't start with Steve.
Well, that to me, like I said, the freak off isn't the crime. The crime is holding her against her will, basically blackmailing with all these SD cards. He got money in the safe. Like if he need to get on the run, he can get on the run.
After she found out she didn't like it.
Yeah. That's when take this kidnapping at this point.
Lord.
He's still not getting into what inherently a freak off was.
You gonna have to tell what
maybe we
inherently
not
this freak
like,
off is.
yeah, maybe
They
we
got-
not understand.
Threesome. No.
No.
That's not a freak off, bro.
No, it's
Y'all
not.
are
They about
tripping.
to, I think he gonna tell what the freak off is. I think he tells what the freak off is. Because the best one was Breakfast Club, but I can't do Breakfast Club, y'all. Breakfast Club be tripping and they'll take the video down.
Yeah.
So we just gonna see if he get into it. Let's continue.
Now we get to the baby oil of it all. Cassie says that Diddy made her and others use baby oil while participating in the freak-offs. Combs would instruct them to apply enough oil to be glistening, Cassie claimed. They would go through about 10 large baby oil bottles per freak-off, she added. Cassie said she felt she couldn't say no. If that's something Sean wanted to happen, that's what was going to happen. There wasn't another way around it. Remember, authorities seized more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil from Diddy. Cassie then testified about how she interacted with several of Diddy's assistants and staff during their relationship. This is to help the government establish the racketeering charge against him. His staff controlled her life, helped her with everything, but also kept tabs on her and found her when she was trying to avoid him. This is fascinating. Cassie says sometimes they would wear masks to disguise their appearance, and Diddy would orchestrate everything. Every freak off was like directed by Sean. Like he knew specifically where he wanted everyone to be, the lighting and such. And there's
All right, so that's the end of that video. That was the PG version of that video. Jago, please explain to us what a freak off is.
Right, inherently, bruh, Diddy is making his own sex scenes, being a director, like the dude said, using his girlfriend slash on trial to be sex slave with flown in escorts and prostitutes from different locations, which is quite literally human trafficking.
Yeah. I think that explained it pretty
So it's
good.
not other girls there. It's just
You
her.
hear
It
about
can't-
another girl?
it can't
Sometimes there may be, but the
Yeah.
ones that we're hearing about right now that's been talking about over the past 3 days,
No.
It's just her getting.
Cassie's getting ran.
Have y'all seen any girl come forward? I was a part of the. No. You know, women love to hop on that. I ain't gonna lie. Some women be trying. We ain't seen a woman yet. So imagine all the stuff she had to go through. All these other men.
That's
He's
a
not
crime.
participating.
That's a crime.
That's a crime.
She ain't the only one that's been through these freak offs now. I promise y'all that.
She not.
Not, but like
it's
just
probably
talking
been
about
plenty.
her own story. Her own story about herself is insane.
Yeah,
Like,
so she was a sex slave.
what? Yes.
Yeah, Harmony. Yeah, she was.
How most normal men would want it? Like, oh, 2 girls. That'd be no, babe. He
No.
thought you get ran through and recorded it.
Harmony. He sit there in this chair like this, right? In the
Super
corner.
rich, super freaky.
Y'all, this
Like-
is
like
yeah,
this.
that's freaky,
He-
y'all.
he-
That's the
He
different
sit in the
level.
corner like this.
It's
He
not
tell her,
even freaky.
come in the room. She come in the room, and it's a dude already in there, like that he paid to be there. So a dude escort is in the room.
That he
come
rub
in
baby
the
oil
room,
on.
and he tell him, "All right, put some baby oil on. Y'all too dry."
Y'all
They
look
put
dry.
baby oil on. He tell them, "All right, y'all masturbate next to each other." They start doing that. He tell them, "All right, start doing oral.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now y'all start having
Yeah,
sex, but like this. All right, move positions like this. I
And
want
he
you
say,
over
all
here.
right.
I would,
Like-
y'all too dry. Oil up again. Come
Mhm.
over here. Come over there." And the whole time he masturbating, getting off.
Switch. I don't even like this scene no more.
Yeah, I don't like this scene no more. Switch. That's what the
Next
freak off was.
person.
Or
Now she go fix your
'cause
outfit. Like,
it would
for
be
real.
multiple people in these
like that.
sometimes. So, it might be a group of 4. It might just be her and another dude. But she was the main cast member.
It was the dude said he went, he went, he did his thing, came out and met another escort in the hallway. He said, "What you here for?" "I'm here to go do this." "Well, I just did that." They exchanged number and he walk out.
Yeah, so she was getting the train ran on her.
Yeah, I bet you he wasn't testing these people neither. Like, ain't no telling what she
You know
really
what
was
I'm
going
saying?
through.
She
Mm.
probably got something.
She said she had sores in her mouth. And she had UTIs all the time from the baby oil.
Yeah, I was like, where the hell is baby oil going? That's not where that's supposed to go. Definitely not in
that's
this
what I'm saying. So it caused her a lot of UTIs.
Bless her heart. Mm.
But the whole time she was drugged up, y'all.
Probably don't remember half of it.
So
That
think about it. She don't remember none of it. The time dilation when you on drugs, she don't know how long it was at the time.
She
just know,
dissociated.
shoot, we finally done.
Yeah, that's disturbing. I'm not gonna lie.
Honey, you want to hear the
You
freakiest
watching
thing
it.
he did though?
Oh Lord.
What's the freakiest one?
After they would be done, the male escort would skeet on her, right? And so he would say, "All right, come on to the other room." They would go in the other room, and she said she would rub the skeet on his nipples.
Jailable offense.
Under the jail. I mean,
Jailable offense.
underneath. Did I see
That
that?
right there did
Yeah,
it.
she on
Child is
she
right.
on other stuff.
Have like them pee on her.
She
She
like
said, "What's
me
on
too.
choking from pee?"
Yeah.
How much pee that is to be choking on pee, like drowning.
That means that she swallowed something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
nah. That's a crime. That's a crime.
Oh no, now it's a crime.
Jailable offense.
Yeah, it
When I said
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I said,
earlier.
it is. But if
That's
you willingly participate in it, like she wasn't willingly participating in it at a point.
You have seen the T video.
I'm
What
not
that T
saying
video
I'm
say?
not saying she going to jail.
Yeah,
I'm
hey,
saying
Renee, that's
he
what I'm
going to
saying.
jail for that being his idea and going through
yeah,
with
he
it.
gonna have to do some time.
That's
at
just
least
for
the
having that
sex
idea,
part.
going through with it.
Sometimes.
That's a jailable offense. That is too freaky for the streets.
You think that's bad?
That's
Y'all
not
look
even
up.
freaky.
Y'all look up
That's
Arabic rich man sex parties.
However,
No, those is just nasty.
However.
This is too freaky.
this is not it. This ain't it.
This not even freaky.
It's not freaky.
Freaky equals enjoyable. This is not freaky.
Mm-mm.
That ain't freaky.
Yeah,
And also, again, you can go find somebody that's on that. He made her.
Yeah,
do it.
that like that.
he
It's a women
actually
really like that.
he
But
told her he was going to. This is manipulation though, because she actually cared about him. He said you can go, and of course he didn't let her go, but he told her I'll get another girl to do it.
So of course she gonna do it.
So
I
then
can't.
she like,
So bad.
Let me try
like
it.
she jealous. Yeah, she jealous. Like I don't want him to be with somebody else. This is where the manipulation come in. Yeah,
That's
this
insane.
whole thing. So now it's definitely crime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, it's downhill at this point.
Steve, he took your stuff. What if he took your stuff and took it to another room and you found out he was rubbing those nipples? How would you feel as the escort?
Probably feel honored.
I wouldn't feel honored. I'd just be like, okay, yeah, this is some weird stuff.
Probably honored.
It's this weird. Not honored. Diddy on some other stuff, and it just make me
No,
think,
he is.
y'all know he was just with Young Miami.
She said she experienced
I
none of that.
know.
He's got to
Yeah.
hold her accountable to that.
Yeah, she said she ain't
She said
experienced
she
none of that.
experienced none of that shit. So
But Miami is on another wavelength as old girl though. As
Yeah.
I feel like people know who to try that shit with. And I feel like Miami was a promotional thing. Like Diddy was coming back into music, and I think that's what that was about. Like the attention the City Girls had. Da da da. I don't think he was necessarily on that with Miami. Now
I think she was a fun time. He older. Miami with the shit. She was a fun time.
yeah, but to this degree, I don't think it was that. I believe her when she said
So-
she didn't experience this. I believe that because please.
But Miami, she'll do a little, you know.
Yeah.
Hey man, I meant to take women at their word. She said she didn't experience that. She had a great time. She was a good man. That was that for her.
That's what I'm saying. She was on that. She was a
I
certain
don't
thing. She owned it. A certain.
I was gonna say some people they was about that stuff. So let's just
Yeah, some people like
it,
being peed on. Some people
yeah.
like,
Even though she said she didn't get peed on, but she
She did
probably
say that. That's why I'm
probably
like,
by him.
Diddy got full body man juice skin treatments. Nobody's topping that.
Alrighty.
You need to stop today.
Alrighty.
You need to stop.
Do y'all have anything else to say about Diddy's case? Cassidy takes the stand.
Jailable offense just off the freakiness.
Yeah, they saying send him to jail.
Yeah.
Man, honestly, prison.
Prison. Yeah,
Prison.
that's probably where he's gonna go, honestly. Like,
You know, and honestly, maybe nah, he don't even deserve the death penalty for that. Yeah, prison, life in prison.
Hey, bruh, shout out to him and his music career. We will be missing you.
Hey, well,
Will we be missing Diddy?
I mean, Diddy the reason for a lot of the music that
Right, they
go
go because realize once Diddy go down for this, for being too freaky,
somebody else got to go too.
They gonna hit him with the same treatment that we hit R. Kelly with.
He making R. Kelly like a saint right now. That's a crazy thing.
He do.
That is crazy.
He really do.
That is crazy.
R. Kelly was doing stuff with kids. Okay,
that is crazy to even think about. But like,
she was not a kid. She was at least a consenting adult.
Steve, you are not who you think you are at 22. People ain't who the hell they think they are at 30.
I agree. But like I said, at least by law, she was a consenting adult. You know, R. Kelly did. Yeah,
no, R. Kelly was tripping. No,
like.
But in comparison, niggas starting to be like, "Damn, was we too hard on Robert?"
Yeah,
they show it. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that. They are saying that
because people stop listening to his music and everything.
Yeah, he's coming back. I heard him play it at some club the other day.
We still play out before.
We go too hard on Robert. I'm weak.
Yeah, well, let's move on from Robert though, y'all. With that, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and leave a comment. All three. As we go ahead and move into our next topic of the day. Halle Bailey gets a restraining order on DDG, y'all. Let's go ahead and get this video, and then we'll get our thoughts on that. Let's get it.
You have to be to sneak into your baby mama's house, take a picture of her empty bed, and then send it to her. So Halle Bailey claims that she has been being both abused and harassed by her baby daddy DDG and has been granted a restraining order because of it. He is not to come within 100 yards of her or Halo, and she has also been granted permission to take Halo to Italy for the next 2 months while she's filming a movie. I remember when all this shit was going on and he was claiming that Halle was keeping him from seeing Halo and all that bullshit. I kept saying that Halle was being so quiet because she was working on her court case. So far, this is what's been reported. So Halle and DDG, they broke up back in October. Back in January, allegedly they got into a physical altercation while Halle was sitting in the driver's seat of a car. She was, again, allegedly trying to have a conversation with DDG about a custody arrangement for Halo. Something about the conversation led to him getting aggravated and getting physical with her. He started wrestling her, pulling her hair, and smashed her head into the steering wheel. Then in March, he sneaks into her house without permission, goes into her room, and takes a picture of her empty bed. Sends her the picture of the bed and a text message saying, "Now I know what you've been on." I guess insinuating that she had been sleeping with somebody else. And even if she was, how the fuck is that any of your business when y'all not together? And then allegedly 4 days later, he came to her house to pick up Halo, and they were both sick. This is when all that stuff happened, when they had RSV and he was making a big deal about not being able to see his son. She told him the baby is too sick to leave the house. He gets mad. He allegedly got very verbally abusive, took her phone, and also smashed her Ring camera. She claims that she has the footage to prove it. And then Halle claims that the last straw for her was on Mother's Day whenever she was on vacation with her sister, and he's sending her text messages about her being on vacation with some man. I guess people were posting on Twitter that she was actually on vacation with this guy, some celebrity, some singer or something. He sends her these messages with the Twitter article. He says, "You think you hurting my feelings when you really just ruining your own image. This is a terrible look, makes you look disgusting and evil. Enjoy your vacation. Happy Mother's Day. Just have the same energy when it's my turn to have him. I'm on the same shit." First of all, why would you do that on Mother's Day of all days? Second of all, even if she was with this guy, again, how is that any of your business? Let's not pretend that DDG don't be with a different chick on social media every other day. If she wants to hang out with somebody else or even date somebody else, she's able to do that. They are not together. But she responded and said that she wasn't with any man because she had Halo, and asked him to please just let her enjoy her Mother's Day in peace. With everything that she submitted, she was granted that restraining order, and she was able to finally shut him the fuck up because he's not allowed to talk about her or Halo. I know y'all gonna have a whole bunch of stuff to say because it seems like every time a woman claims domestic violence, y'all are always like, well, I want to see more proof, or what did she do to him, all types of shit. Y'all are still stuck on Halle just being a bitter baby mama, but honestly, I really do not think so. I'm not even the type to just automatically side with women. I call women out all the time. Hell, scroll on my damn page. But I knew when DDG was claiming he wasn't able to see his son, even though he was with his son on live stream every damn week, that he was a liar and a manipulator. Y'all gotta stop thinking that it's automatically the baby mama who's the bitter one. Sometimes it's the baby daddy. Not only is he bitter, but he's weird. And I'm glad for the time being she don't even have to deal with him. Do you?
All right, y'all. What y'all think about that?
He lost the baddest bitch. Now he crashing out.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I remember when that happened to me.
Wait, and you was crashing out.
Boy,
not hearing
I
what
never want
happened.
to see myself like that again.
I used crashing out. I would like to hear that story.
Steve, you know that I am a very, very chill person.
Yeah,
Correct?
yeah.
I don't pipe up ever, really. I just stay to the back, mind my business, talk to my friends, maybe do a little dance here and there. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm a very chill person.
Fancy dance.
But I have never slammed a front door harder in my life than when I lost my baddest piece. Because, boy, I was living in a house with my boys. They ain't even come out and check on me. They just saw me the next day. They said, "Damn, you all right?" Because I came in that house. You ever see on cartoons where they grab the door with two hands and throw it so hard that the door bend like this?
Yeah.
That's what happened
Oh gosh.
on two doors.
Lord.
They didn't break, thankfully, but I cannot lie.
That is crazy. Hey, I do think that DDG, y'all know I was on the case that Haley, because it's been so one-sided of DDG been the only one talking. I was on the side that she was a bitter baby mama. But now, nah,
It's
he
him.
the bitter one.
And I believe he's so sassy.
Yeah, how
He's
you
sassy.
fight the facts though? Like you can't fight the
He's
facts.
so
At the end of the day, he is him. It sure is.
He
And
been sassy from the beginning.
because she left him, he ain't want that to happen. So he mad about that. Like Jago said, he ready to crash out about that. It's been DDG the whole time. He online
Just
crying.
talking.
He can't see his son. I was feeling bad.
Talking.
I said, see, this that bitter baby mama joint. She left him and she acted like this. But now when the facts come out, it's like
he too emotional. He don't know how to keep his emotions in check.
so don't.
How you gonna be mad at her if she hanging out with him? You've been with Anna Mac from Baddies. You done been with some Tokyo, a girl from Tokyo over there, and whoever else. What are you so mad for?
Yeah, so it seems like he jealous too. Like he a jealous ex too.
And he jealous.
So he trying to control the whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think he had the kid in the first place to do like the YouTube, have the kid around for all the YouTube and all that. That's honestly what I think in his mind was what the whole situation was going to be like. And when it wasn't like that, he like, man, I'm trying to be with this girl and she taking my son away from me. I can't do this and that. So he's just going too far at this point.
Yeah. He doing too much. And y'all know he like a professional clout chaser. He's very professional.
Yeah. So I mean, I said, honey, I don't know. I feel like I was like, man, this that baby mama stuff. This why I tell all dudes, you need to put yourself on birth control. They so would. They sure was.
I know everybody.
Yeah, Renee wasn't. She's
Hell
always.
I said he's a clown from jump.
Yes, and we told her, do not get with him. Mind your business. We told you he was a clown. We told you he was not your cup of tea.
My thing was, this is when I was done with DDG. This girl was on a Little Mermaid run. They dragged that girl for being a black mermaid. She fought that for 2 years before the movie even came out.
Exactly.
She finally had her big moment. It break records. Yo, corny ass on Twitter
made a song.
Ain't a song about her coworkers. Like, this ain't Disney. Like, this ain't big money. Like, this ain't generational wealth she building for you and your son.
Thank you.
Corny. Then the next thing you do, he just kept he's embarrassed. He's an embarrassing man. And I was like, you're embarrassing.
Then Disney had stuff lined up for her, but because she got pregnant, and
now let's not blame DDG for her getting pregnant. That's what
I'm saying. I'm saying that's on her because she chose it. Yeah. You get pregnant by this stupid man.
It don't matter, y'all. She changed
her bag.
She really changed
some of her bag.
No, she didn't stop shit. I'm telling you, I just went to Disney. The meet and greet for Ariel, she's black with locks, y'all. Like, she has changed like the imagery. When they created like this new show with new mermaid's black. Like, this is a big serious moment. Like, and you got this corny man trying to fight your coworkers. Y'all had a kiss on set. Please. Like,
what we do? A kiss on set.
Please.
Hey, I don't blame him for being mad, but he should have known what he got himself into. She is an actor.
She's an actress. And then on top of that, honestly, she being too fucking nice. For me, I took custody, and we had no other discussions about it. She being real nice. We wouldn't even known about it if he didn't do a damn, what he did, like a reaction video to get a restraining order. You're corny. You're so lame.
Like, he set that up.
He's so lame. And then Ruby Rose Ben told y'all he abusive, but y'all didn't believe it because she be shaking her ass. Like,
Ruby Rose did say that.
And then honestly, if she's shaking her ass,
he a pimp. What y'all mean? He a pimp.
No. See, men do not protect black women. This
I'm not. I didn't say that. I said he is a pimp. He's a pimp. He's the one who got her to start. He's the one who got Ruby Rose to start doing that. So his pimp characteristics is that he's controlling. He likes to control the situation.
He can't control them emotions. So how about we get into
a pimp? This is what I'm saying. So even when it came to her, he was trying to control that whole situation, and it's not working out the way he wants to. So now he's lashing out at her. He's trying to see his son, or that's what he say. He's trying to see his son, and she not letting him. He's doing, that's what I'm saying.
Now he can't post his son no more.
And now he can't. Yeah, the restraining order over. Yeah, the restraining when that happened, it's over. But I
was filing for like to have legal custody over him.
As she should. It's that monster. You chipped my tooth. This is my money maker. You just got to telling people I should have been in centers, and you chipped my tooth. Yeah, it would have been up. It would have been up about it. Haley really nice to me, cause I would have been
Yeah.
dragging it.
She
Like I
been
said,
nice. She just stay quiet.
She do stay quiet, and that's why I say it's been so one-sided that I was like, man, DDG, I feel bad for you. She keeping you from your son. Whole time you acting crazy. Like, ain't it crazy? Behind the scene, acting crazy.
A hot mess.
I can't believe this.
I can't believe she got evidence that she messed with him. Damn. But shout out to Hello.
Hey, yeah, she gonna have to live with her decisions. Yeah.
Of her baby daddy. Yeah. We told her.
That's
how
what I'm telling
did he
you.
even get to her? They not even in the same bracket. Like, was it the
She said she been a fan. Like, they be watching YouTube. She said she been a fan of him, girl.
DDG is a YouTube OG. I cannot lie.
OG, he is. Before she was big, he was big. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Hey. It might
be.
At the end of the day,
dating women, like, what was so big? What he do that so big? I'm confused. Because the music sucks. So what was so big? I want to know.
A YouTube superstar.
He's a YouTube.
Doing what on YouTube? What is he famous for?
What he do now?
Vlogging.
Yeah, content vlogging. That's what he's big
vlogging.
For.
Cloud chase.
The bars in hell. But all right, I guess.
But you got to think about it. That's like Duke Dennis.
I'm not even finna get on that team. We're gonna leave that alone. But
that's what I'm saying. DDG was like Duke Dennis back in the day, for real.
We're gonna leave that alone.
For all the young kids, because he's been doing it for so long. So for all the young kids and all that, so think about it. She watching DDG at her high school age, like high schooler. She, oh my God, it's DDG. He slided into her stuff. She like, oh my God, I've been watching her forever.
Mind you, in high school, Halle was that girl though. They were singing on YouTube.
But I don't think
they was in Medea movies.
They was
pissing her sister off in them singing videos.
I'm not saying she was not doing her thing, but DDG was the guy.
Yeah,
he had imposter syndrome. That's what it was. That's why I'm into that. Yeah, he had imposter syndrome because she really understood, like, especially the time that they popped out. That's like the height of her coming out for as a solo outside of her sister. So I'm like,
you literally when they hit the market. But now it's like all this restraining order. Now he can't have his son on stream anyway. All that he wanted to have on stream and she wasn't letting him. He can't do that anyway. Now that's over with. So he gotta keep doing it.
He can't do
one-on-ones, live streams with the females or whatever not. And he gonna get back at him when he finally can get his son and go on a vacation with some female. That's what he's saying.
Well,
and she will also have. I think she's going to shoot a movie overseas
in
Italy, for 2 months. He is not going to be able to see his son for 2 months. We gonna hear about this.
Oh, we gonna hear about it. No, I miss my son.
And he can't say that, Renee. We so gay.
I miss my son. Oh, he can't say that.
He can't say that. Yeah, the restraining order say he can't mention her or the son.
Babe.
Guys, I'm over here thinking.
I just miss.
I'm over here thinking. Yes, he is. He is not doing well. But I think I might crash out too if my ex went on vacation with Brent Fayez.
We have no proof of that, and we're not going to do that on this.
Yeah, we have no proof of that.
We're not doing that. We don't have no proof of nothing.
No proof.
That's
just
fair.
Both of them took tropical pictures.
She was with Burna Boy.
Y'all know how that industry stuff works.
That's no better.
They probably
Chloe, Burna Boy, Halle,
and Brent. Yeah,
and Brent in the back.
He's hot. I'd be hot too. Like, y'all got me all the way.
No more runways, no more Grammys, no more this.
Hey,
he crashing out for real.
Nothing.
This also is a lesson to all the people out here. If you have a kid and you and the baby mama is not together, and you over here, go to court. Unless you DDG and you've been doing stuff behind the door, so you can't go to court. But go to court. That way, you gonna pay what you need to pay. Now you gonna be on child support, but at the same time you can set up your visitation the way you don't got to worry about this, and you ain't got to be DDG crying online talking about you can't see your son the whole time. You capping the whole time.
You're right.
Busting people's teeth and shit. Crazy.
I'm messing up boundaries and stuff.
This ain't even about Halo. None of them text messages was about Halo, babe. So
No,
Nah,
no.
that show what about Halo? He was mad.
He still love her.
Hey, he still want her. He might not love her. He still want her. He still want to have control over her because she's his son's mom.
I'm telling you, I'm
She's
scared
the
for all the doors in his
limelight.
house.
She's the limelight.
But he wants to control. I feel like he wants to have more control over what his son is doing. So in turn, that means you have to control her as well.
See, you
It ain't about the son.
It ain't about the Halo at all. You act just like this man.
Because if it was about Halo, that text would have been, "Why you got that man around my son?"
That's what he was saying, though. That's what he literally said in it.
It
was about her, or how he took a picture of her bed. Why you taking pictures of my bed?
That's the crib. My son not here. It was the bed.
It was the bed. I know what
so you done had somebody else in this bed. That's
I know
what
you've been doing. Why you care, babes?
Better than me. I've been like, indeed.
Before or after messages was him trying to drop off his son.
Maybe you listen to him.
Got him a new daddy. I would be really trolling. She is really a better woman than me.
Renee, you do that, you wrong.
You sent my tooth?
He be trolling.
I'm trolling. I'm trolling you. We want to play with the play. I couldn't do it. But that's why I don't have kids. I'll buy a baby daddy. So
me either. I don't got no baby daddy.
No baby daddies over here. Not.
Like I said though, for me, it's even if I did, I know I'm directly child support. We going straight through the courts. I want to see my kid like
so you
immediately.
You will put yourself on child support?
Oh, for sure. If me and the girl not together, please, even if we together, it has to be like, okay, we staying together, we planning on getting married. That's the only way not, because they'll come and get you for back charge.
Sure will.
Sure
will.
Let your baby mama get real mad at you, and y'all know. Let's not act like bitter baby mama isn't a real thing. It is a real thing.
Yeah.
Hey, man, coming for that little chunk change he getting on YouTube, a little YouTube checks. End of the month.
Them things ain't no little checks.
That ain't no little YouTube check.
Renee, them.
Please, let's stop it. Let's stop today, guys. Let's stop it. This ain't about the money. It ain't about the money.
It ain't got to be about the money. It ain't got to be about the money. But I'm sure she still wants. I'm sure she's still asking for money for the son.
She didn't even put him on child support. She just wanted a restraining order.
Yeah,
that says a lot about her character.
I say it's not like she can't afford it. I do agree that like she definitely can afford Halo probably on her own. That is true.
For sure. But
hey,
you know, Haley, you a great woman. That's all I'm gonna say, sis. Keep your head up, cause I'd be petty.
That is crazy. Hey, y'all got anything else to say about Halle Bailey getting a restraining order on DDG?
Don't get a baby daddy.
Don't get a baby daddy.
Don't get a baby daddy.
Hey. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all choose. Do y'all want to continue with our last topic, or y'all just want to go on and get to the end of this? Because we had like 50 minutes. Y'all want to review Tory Lanez versus Meg Thee Stallion?
Jail. Next question.
So sad.
All right, we go do the 5-minute clip, y'all. Let's go ahead and do the 5-minute clip. Tory Lanez versus Meg Thee Stallion, y'all. There is new evidence out in the street saying that Tory is innocent. I'm for real, Renee.
Okay, I want to say this before we get into this. Y'all do know Tory's not in jail about him shooting Megan. He is in jail for violent parole for having any weapons around him while he was on parole. But play the clip. Because all the niggas is mad about that. We're going to
play the role. Yeah, I agree with that. Let's continue. Because I think he's still on trial for actually the Meg whole thing.
Exactly. So,
let's go ahead, though.
Was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired a gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw two women fighting, two men break up the fight, one man grabbed the other one's arm, gunshots came from the passenger side. Passenger side is where Miss Harris was sitting. This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Miss Pete, did not shoot at Miss Pete, or did not assault Miss Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case. For example, there were 3 potential suspects in the car that night, and yet the only DNA sample was taken of Mr. Peterson, even though unknown DNA was found on the gun. Why wasn't Miss Harris's DNA taken? Or was it taken and the information simply never given to the defense? Why wasn't the driver of the car, Mr. Jaquan Smith's DNA taken? Or was it taken and again, simply not given to the defense?
All right, y'all. So that's the evidence that then came to light.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't do it.
okay. And
Yeah,
the nigga still in jail.
Y'all think he?
Jail.
Y'all think he still did it?
Who gives a at this point? Okay, I want everybody to think about this for a second. This man, okay, if I didn't do some shit, I just say I ain't do some shit. This man went so far for months to be like she was never shot. She a liar. Had people calling her for a liar for months. It was glass on her for months. Then it come out the forensics. Megan was actually shot. They removed fragments of the fucking bullet. Oh shit, she got shot. Well, now it's she got shot, but it wasn't me. Does that make sense? Okay, so second thing, he went to jail not because they got him for shooting her. He was in violation of his fucking parole. That's your fault. That's your business. But you made the whole industry call Megan a liar about being shot. So do I give a fuck that he got beat up in jail? No. Because you got the whole industry doing all that. That sounds like divine intervention to me. Also, if you try to cover for this girl without that locked in, and then on top of that, the voicemail that came out about what Kelsey and him, tell her I'm sorry, I admit it. What the fuck you sorry for? Since you ain't shoot her. I'm not telling somebody that shot the bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, is she cool?
Cause something probably happened. Something.
Hold
on.
Y'all killing me.
We will never know if who really shot who. Only them know. But something happened between the 3 of them.
Oh, we already know what happened. Well, between the 3 of them, it came out already. Like, he was sleeping with both. He was sleeping with both women and their best friends. That shouldn't have been happening. Does that mean Megan should have got shot? Does that mean she should have told the industry she's a fucking liar? No.
So like it's still the possibility that the girl could have shot Meg or him.
It doesn't matter. That's not why he's in jail. I want everybody to stop talking about it like, oh my God, Megan a liar, free Tory. No, that bitch is in jail. The leprechaun's in jail because he violated parole.
I mean, yes, he's in jail, but he is still on trial
for that. He's not even in jail
for this situation. So it still does matter. It's either he'll be getting out of jail on this parole shit, and he's in jail because of the parole shit, but also it was some shit attached to this case that made it worse to make him go to where he gets stabbed up 14 times at one sitting.
That's crazy.
But
gonna violate parole.
He's still. I mean, he
we know who a hot girl
on his own thing. If that was,
we know who a hot girl.
If the situation that the lawyer man is saying on the video is similar to the situation that actually happened, because with all that is there, yes, Renee, I want to re-say yes, he's in jail. He should be in jail for the parole violation. But if the lawyer man is right, then he'll get off on this other case that he's facing. That's why it matters.
Honestly,
and there'll be less sentence on his current case.
You know why? That's defamation. All that shit you said about, I didn't fucking forget. All that shit you said about Megan, you got all these people doing that. That's defamation. Matter of fact, you should have like 30 more cases. You ask me personally. Like, you do it so fucking much. Like, if you really didn't shoot her, cool. But the way you drag that shit,
the way he went about it.
The
I ain't
way
gonna lie,
you
that nigga did make an album. That nigga did drop an album about that shit.
hold his head. Oh, and the truth gonna come out, y'all. Guess what the truth is? Your ass still locked up. Yep.
Then he made the prison tapes.
Yeah, he made some prison tapes. But I mean,
Yeah.
he got dragged through the media too.
No, the fuck he didn't. Not one
Ah.
person dragged Tory. Name me 5. That was like seriously. No, not the way Megan did. Not the way Megan did. And I'm not. I'm
That is
still pissed
true.
about
That
shit.
is true.
I say yes. Yes,
dragged
because they called Meg a liar.
Dirt.
Even right now, you see Tory versus Meg. It should say Tory versus Parole. Because this ain't got nothing to do with Megan. Why she still in jail?
No, because this isn't about him being in jail. This is about his case that he got against her.
Case. You went in jail because you're in parole. That's what people. Free Tory is about you fucking up parole. Like that. The perception of media.
People are attaching the free Tory to Meg Thee Stallion. In general, she doesn't have anything to do with it. I do agree. That's wrong. Yes, I understand that.
Imagine you got shot and the whole world like, no, the fuck you did it. You reliving it every time it's something new. You relive
it.
The world did say no, you didn't, but at the same time, yes, she did get shot. So we know that now. It's like by who? Who shot you now? Because the story just keeps getting crazier.
One of them.
Because like I said, I was the one who said like, shoot, if I was Tory, I would have shot her too if I was getting my ass whooped.
But we know that was not the situation that was going on in the car.
Did they say that Megan ever put her hands on Tory though?
You didn't hear that story.
I know what was said in court, and that wasn't what came out his mouth.
They were fighting. That's what I'm saying. They were fighting.
They were wrestling.
They was tussling. And she a big woman for him. You know, he's small. He ain't like
because he's small, he can shoot her, and that's cool. That's what you're saying right now.
He's not a short like me. You know, I'm nice and strong and stuff like that. So I could have handled myself, but he ain't like that. So he's trying to protect himself. He just shot her the foot. I would understand.
Like back up, boom.
Yeah, like back up.
Like
Steve said that. He said, "I do the same. I would do the same thing in that situation."
If she was beating him up, yes. Then yes. Like I'm.
This apply if this was Harmony. Would this apply to you? The same story. Well, I would have shot Harmony ass too.
Stevie tell me do not. If I tell Stevie somebody to put their hands on me, and he would say, "Did you put your hands on them first?"
Yeah, don't put your hands on the dude. You can't do that because this is
if we saying that, but like y'all
allow it, then it's a problem. Yeah, it's a problem. Now, if he put his hands on her first and then he got whooped up on, then I would understand. But if she gets mad because she catches him cheating with her best friend and start wailing on this man,
that's not what happened. First of all,
that's one of the stories that was being told.
That's not it.
That's why I'm telling you. It's a whole lot.
They literally told the story. Boom! It was Tory and Meg, and then she started messing. Well, it was really him, the best friend, and then Meg, and they had their little XYZ. They got arguing. Everybody got arguing about that. That's fine to Diddy. That's not the problem. You had the whole industry, the world.
This where it comes. Yes.
Like that's crazy when you know that. That's crazy.
I agree with that. I do agree with that statement, Renee. I agree with that.
Forget all the rest of that. Like that's crazy. And then you still got people. The truth gonna come out. We made a whole album about it. You got niggas talking about good foot. Like it's too much going on. Like
the truth gonna come out. It will once the case is over with. Like once the case is over with, either it might be the truth. It might be what y'all not think. The truth is gonna be what the jury says at the end of the day. And that's what the truth gonna be.
After that, I guess I seen him to write his case too. Cause I seen that sneak video. He snuck him in the hallway. I seen that. That's a violent man. Like Jalen, brother.
You talking about Tory snuck him in the hallway?
Yes.
Tory is a violent man though, because I forgot who else he was trying to fight. He do like to tussle. August. He was trying to fight August.
Reason, like y'all be skipping all over the facts. Like, who cares who shot her? She got shot. That's in the conversation.
And that's what I'm saying. But for him, it matters who shot her. Because if he didn't shoot her, if he was the one who shot her, he's going to jail. That's what I'm saying. So
if he didn't shoot
her,
having
his sentence extended.
Yeah. So he's going to be extended. But I would rather say he's going to jail, as in it's a whole separate situation.
The thing is, if it's proven that he wasn't the shooter, then it could have implications on his current jail sentence, making it even shorter than what it already is. That's why they say free Tory.
Nah, I don't care.
because
Yeah,
because
the-
of
the
the
free Tory
because of the
shouldn't be
secondary
attached
case.
to her.
Because I'm not saying I'm a free Tory nigga. I ain't listened to none of the prison tapes. I ain't listened to the goddamn album he put out where he was like, it's gonna be okay, truth gonna come out. None of that shit. I stopped
Yeah.
listening to Tory after
The
the
tape.
last Tory Lane song I remember is Say It. God damn it. But he deserves to have like a fair chance,
A fair trial.
especially
Everybody
especially
deserves
if
it. Well,
it's
not everybody.
proven,
Some of y'all need
because the way that I've seen it reported to me is that due to this other case, it's making the sentences on his current case worse. So if it's proven that he is not guilty of the second case, it will have lesser it'll make his current incarceration less severe.
I mean, all that makes sense, but do I give a fuck? No. Under the
yeah,
jail.
you understand that.
Under the jail. Like, defaming. The way he did, just a mental stress. Like, did y'all watch Megan's documentary? Like, that shit was depressing as fuck. That's just probably just a piece she shared. Like, I can't imagine
I definitely ain't
being called a fucking liar for that long. Like, and then when it finally come out, oh shit, she was a nigga shot. Well, like, free Tory.
Like I said, I believe she got shot. That's why I say what I say. I would have shot her too. But
man, but honestly, take Megan out of it. The amount of things Tory did, even during that trial, even after the fact, I don't see him getting out of jail no time soon. Take Megan completely out the whole situation. They could wipe the whole thing.
That's on him. Whatever outside of this, whatever that, yeah, that's all on him.
That's insane. Honestly, I really wish people would stop putting her in this. I know that's got to be so.
Was it extra and he was dragging it? Absolutely. Is it free speech and free press? Maybe.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely. Because people eating this up.
Too bad. But him getting sad is kind of sad. But at the same time,
that's why
don't violate parole.
Yeah, there you go.
That's why I always say music is best, people telling their stories and their experiences, that makes the best music. Tory Lanez makes some cool music. I ain't listening to it as of late, but I know he makes some cool music.
Because he's telling his story.
Because he's telling his story.
Lord.
My homeboy, he loved all the prison tapes, the truth is coming to light tapes, the I'm bald tapes, the new tape that's finna drop, they got me in here. But he takes appreciation for it, and when he plays around me, I can take appreciation for it because I think he be telling some stories and putting his heart into it, and that's missing a lot of music today. And that's the only reason why I can look at it from different perspectives with this Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion shit.
All right. Does anybody else have anything else to say about Tory Lanez versus Megan Thee Stallion?
Keep his ass in there. That's my take.
I mean, he gonna be in there for a while.
I think a lesson should be learned in there.
Until this other shit over with, he probably gonna be in there. And no more prison tapes gonna come out. They took all his equipment. He kind of hurting in there right now. They got him with the pen knife.
They said he was in good spirits after he got stabbed. What you mean? He cool.
You want me to get stabbed up and then tell you, oh man, this shit sucks. All these niggas gonna get me all. I'm not gangstalicious.
He physically hurting though. I know that much. Them stab wounds hurt.
Gangstalicious said he was scared he was gonna come back to the hospital. And what they do? Came back to the hospital. What he do? Dropped a gun.
Right.
Lord.
Y'all never seen that Boondocks episode? My fault.
That's crazy. I have, but that's crazy. Damn.
Hey y'all, with that, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment. All 3. But yeah, it's that time of the week.
Shit. Yeah, you know what time it is. Yeah. Gonna pull out your phone. Gonna pull up that list. Ooh. What you gonna say?
Yeah.
For this week today. It's Thursday. What's your song of the week? Song of the week. Song of the week.
Yeah.
What's your song? Song of the week.
Yeah, I love that.
Song of the week.
Yeah.
Song of the week. What's your song? Song of the week.
Yeah, there we go, Jago. I got mine though.
I got mine too.
I got mine. Mine is a whole music category though, y'all. I went to Rocksteady on Tuesday, and they was playing I'm a Piano. And y'all know I be in Sweden too. I was in Sweden too. So it was a lot of Africans over there. They was playing I'm a Piano. But that I'm a Piano be lit. So my whole song of the week is the whole category. I'm a Piano.
I don't know if we saying that right.
That
but all right.
that music just make you want to dance.
How it goes, Steve?
Wow.
Y'all gotta listen to it. It's like African house music. I cap you not. But it because it's African, you know, it got that beat to it for real. That
Like
you
an Afro beat?
Hold on, yeah. I for real. I'm like, bro, this is crazy.
You love an Afro beat.
Mama Tuesdays at Rocksteady. Holy. It get lit up in there. If you free on a Tuesday.
You could have asked me if I wanted to go.
We'll have to go when your brother get back. He be wanting to go too.
Both of us said,
when your brother get back, we're gonna have to take a little sibling trip. But yeah, my whole category, I'm a Piano. So yeah. Renee, you got your song next?
My song of the week is his. I'm gonna start this shit by saying "fuck y'all." It's literally. So shout out to Megan. Yeah, the song is his.
His by Megan.
Okay.
Because we just talked about Tory. Like, a real hot girl.
A real hot girl I am. Yeah. And like you said, and also Rocksteady. Shout out to Rocksteady. Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah. Straight like that.
Alrighty.
There it is.
Mine is "What's My Name" by Rihanna and Drake.
I heard you good with them soft lips.
I was just
yeah,
you know where to now.
The Sir 69.
That summer was so good.
Good weed, white wine.
Yeah, come alive in the nighttime.
We got house music.
Okay, where we go? Only thing we have is
the radio.
Let it play. Hold on. What you want to say?
Yeah.
No, for real. That was Rihanna with red hair era. The loud era. Nothing like
T.
She ate it up. Shout out to Riri.
Mm.
I think she's pregnant too. Shout out to Riri.
She's pregnant. I know you a little hurt. I understand.
Y'all seen that statue ring that ASAP Rocky got? No, it's her. He was showing off his ring collection, right? Because you know he a real fly type of guy. You know all the accessories and accessorizing. And he pulled out a ring, right? And there was a lady on the ring, and the lady was going up off the ring, right?
Oh hell nah.
And he said, "Yeah, this the ring." He said, "You know who that is?
Yeah,
look at the forehead.
Look at the forehead.
Look at the forehead, and it did have that Rihanna mother. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Hey, but I got 2 songs of the week. Number 1, we pushing the new Strongman song.
Dropping the night. Boom, 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 boom.
He's supposed to drop it the other week when he was on the show, but it's okay because now we on it now. So go get Daniel Strongman's song. Good African vibes. Good Afro beats. I heard it before. I done already made a song and danced to it and all that. So y'all need to catch up. Right. Number 2, be Spody Odie Dopalicious by Outkast.
Okay.
That is a great song with a great breakdown.
Okay. We love the Andre Big Boy.
Yeah, always. Know how you do.
I know Big Boy my birthday twin too.
You know, Andre went to the Met Gala with a piano on his back.
Yeah.
Did he really? This Met Gala?
He dropped a piano album this week. So
yeah, he dropped a piano album. So
get my chakras right.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Hey y'all. Well, with that, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and leave a comment. All 3 on your way out the door. Thank y'all for watching. We appreciate y'all for tapping in. Peace, love, and riches. We out. Yes, sir.